It is Friday morning. The same story as yesterday. Got up and went to work, and now I am on my way to the gym. We are back at a full circle, which means that today is chest and back. And I am excited. I am excited to have a good pump and get to the gym early. And afterwards, it's Friday, so basically the weekend is here, which is awesome because I am off on the weekends. And I get to start my self-care stuff today. So go get my hair cut. Tomorrow is there are UFC fights tomorrow. I am an avid UFC watcher, so I watch all the fights. Even the little fight nights that aren't pay-per-view, I watch them. And going out with the friends and my wife. And meal prep. Yeah. This week, I think the hardest part about this week for me when it comes to working out and nutrition was the fact that I did not have my meals prepped, which is always literally, it just sucks because then I have to, cook during the day or go get something and try to make sure that I hit my macros, and it's so much harder to do. And prepping your meals and getting that stuff done is like another way of showing up for your self-care. So shame on me for not getting that done. But this weekend, for sure, on Sunday, I'm going to get my meal prep done. And I'll probably be recording that in some capacity too for some form of social media. You got to show up for yourself and do the things that are going to, make you successful. And, don't beat yourself up if you haven't done it. Just get it done. I knew that if I didn't do my meal prep last week and on Sunday, that it was going to be so hard for me to do it during the week with recording for social media and doing all that stuff. And I chose not to, and that's my bad. So I'm going to just get it done now and show up for myself in that great way. So self-care, guys, do not skimp on that. And, self-care doesn't only come in the form of getting your hair done or stuff like that. Do things that mentally stimulate you because, and that align with you, right? So, if you're a person that doesn't like to drink, don't go drinking because that doesn't align with you. Don't be peer pressured into doing things that you don't align with, because that just further causes you to, be stressed out or not feel like yourself, and that's never good. A big part of me showing up to the gym is not physical. It's really like a mental thing. Obviously, I like to go to the gym to make gains, and I do, and I'm really happy about that. I have my goals, but in past experiences, when I don't have that mental stimulation of going to the gym every single day and having a routine, I find that makes it worse for me. And I think that's an easy way to get back into your fitness or get into your fitness journey in general. You don't have to be in there, working out like David Goggins every day and, feeling like you're on a military program, going to the gym, getting a little walk in, lifting some weights a little bit, just get it in there. And then knowing that you got that done for today, that's great, as long as you're proud of yourself and what you've done. As long as you feel somewhat fulfilled, you can take that fulfillment and into other areas, that feeling into other areas of your day, and that's the best. But like, if you feel like you're like, oh man, I never go to the gym, I don't feel like I have enough time, then all of a sudden you don't have enough time for anything. And then, all of a sudden you don't feel fulfilled all the time about anything, not just the gym. So it's the law of attraction. So if you put that stuff out in any capacity, you're going to get it back. So not just with the gym, guys, self-care, doing things that you align with, just focus on, you know, bringing peace to your mind, bringing peace to your mind, and going to the gym does that for me. I remember when I first started working out, I actually had my father, when I was like 15 years old, became heavily into bodybuilding out of literally nowhere. He's just like, oh, I love this. So he's in the gym, he's squatting, 500 pounds on the road. He's just in the thick of it. And I'm just kind of like, well, I'm skinny, I want to work out too. My dad had a power rack at home that he was using, and he eventually told me I could put that power rack in my room. So I had a fucking power rack in my room with a bench and everything, um, at the age of 15. Which is why I'm so surprised that I am not this gargantuan freaking muscle maniac right now. I definitely took that for granted. I worked out a couple of times on it, and then I was like, it was just in my room. I was throwing clothes on it, and it was just like a placeholder, a big ass power rack just taking up space in my room. I definitely didn't use that as much as I should have, but it definitely always kept working out in my mind. I was more into that. That was around the start of me playing guitar, and guitar just at the time and music just outweighed fitness. That and hanging out with my friends, right? So I spent most of my time, trying to learn guitar, and once in a while I'd do some pull-ups or something. But no regrets. You know, I'm glad that you know I got more into fitness at this stage of my life, because I feel like I really needed it. Almost like fitness came to like save me. And in a weird way, I already knew that was what. I'm not trying to call myself like a damsel in distress or anything, but like I think that I was like, the main factor in my own demise, doing a bunch of random shit that I shouldn't be doing, and being lazy when it came to caring about myself. And in my mind, I'm like, you know what, you really need to just work out, because like I said, like throughout my years, I've been athletic and I've worked out. You know, never with a goal or a mission in mind. Just kind of like gain some weight, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get into the gym, and I'd have like 2 or 3 months go good, and then all of a sudden, for some reason or another, it would just fizzle out. And then that actually happened to me with a lot more other things in my life, which I can get into another time. But like, long story short, whenever you give up on anything, it's just breeding grounds for more giving up on other shit. Stay consistent and believe in yourself. That little voice in your head telling you that you can't do something, or that you shouldn't do it, that is not you. That is not you. The mind and what it thinks is not the way that you feel. It runs rampant on its own, and sometimes it gets out of control. You just have to be awareness. To simply just be. And the things of the mind will eventually become a tool that helps you, and not just try to make you feel inadequate. But you can rest assured that you did not put those negative thoughts and all that weird shit there. So don't listen to it. Don't listen to it in any capacity. But like I said, today is chest and back. I hope that everybody has a fantastic weekend and enjoys this workout, and I'll see you in the gym. All right, we're back in the gym. We're back to another set of cable flies. So we're going to do 2 sets of these. Last week, I did 15 reps, which was the goal per set. But, I told myself I wanted to do at least 2 more reps before I move the weight up. So that's the goal today, is to do 15 to 17 reps so that I know that I should go ahead and push this weight up next week. And I really want to, so I'm pushing. So as you can see here, I got these set just above shoulder height, not all the way up. And obviously we're going to get a good stretch and we're going to get a good squeeze. So let's get it. Yeah. 18 reps. That's what I'm talking about. Shit, today about to be a really good day. That's what I'm talking about. So the next set, we're going to go for 18 reps again. And next week, we're going up, baby. Ooh. 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 Yeah. Yeah. We did it. That's it. Not much to say here. Killed it. So next, let's go, and we're gonna go do some incline dumbbell press, chest press, and we're gonna go at a 15% incline for 1 set, and we're gonna do 115 pounds, maybe 120. All right, so I've decided that I'm just gonna do 115s because last week I only did 9 reps, and the prescribed rep range is 8 to 10. So I'm gonna make sure that I can do 11 reps before I move up another 5 pounds, because I'm just gonna follow the rules. I don't make them. So, and I've noticed that weekly, it's just whenever I do wait until I can do a few more reps than the prescribed, the next week it definitely happens for me, and I don't have to backtrack, and I hate doing that. So I'd rather just get a couple extra reps and just listen to what my coach says to do, right? I just pull the wagon. Okay, I don't make these rules here. So let's get it. Eleven reps, baby. Shit. I just knew today was gonna be a good day. Next, we're gonna go to incline seated, the incline chest press. Let's go. So I totally had reason to believe that my mic was not working and my receiver was off during my barbell bent over rows, and quite possibly even my lat pull downs. So either it's going to make it into the video if it doesn't have sound, or it's I'm just gonna have this as my back workout. So sorry guys if that happened, but I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 sets of 15, and then I'm gonna be good to go. Shit. Hopefully it's good. I don't know yet. One more set of that, and then pump check. All right, there we go. That's what we got for chest and back for today. Now it's time to go do a pump check and then rest and eat good for the weekend. I'm still debating whether I want to post on the weekends because the weekends are my rest days. So I might just do short form content on the weekends, but we'll see. But I'll see you guys over at the pump check. Whew, guys, I'm beat from this workout today, but you know, I'd rather be tired than feeling like I never lifted. Like I was like, yeah, that was great. I would know I didn't do shit in here. But anyway, let's get this pump check going. I gotta do cardio and go get me a haircut. All right, guys. Thank you for showing up for me. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good weekend.